for that, Princess. As I was mentioning, so I was just going through Lynn's comment where she had a foundation we started in 2018, and you're looking forward to take your business to the next level. So thank you so much for sharing this. So without further ado, I would just want us to really kick off the session. And I want to start by first sharing a brief bio about exactly who I am. So allow me to share my screen. So I'm hoping that you're able to see this. As I had mentioned, my name is Leah Ochollah, and I'm a digital marketing expert. I have been in this industry for a period of more than 4 years. And my goal is really to make you as a business be able to stand out, because, you know, with this ever-changing digital space, more and more people are getting online, more and more people have an online presence. So the competition is high, and you need to be able to stand out and not be ordinary, to be able to really stand out as a brand. So that is my goal. I have experience in digital literacy training, in social media marketing, strategic public planning. I've been running Google ads and using analytics to really measure the performance of these ads and get great insights to your website. I also have experience in search engine optimization, search engine marketing, and content creation. So this is just something small, a personal bio of mine, and have also included ways that you can easily get me. If you want maybe to get a consultation, you can easily write me an email. You can easily reach me through my number. I've also been able to share links to my profile, my Instagram page. So if you would want to contact me, we have that. So that is just what I wanted to start with. And then now I want to really get on to our main agenda for today, which is how to really connect with our audience using Google Ads. So allow me once more to be able to share my screen. Allow me to be able to share my screen so that we can get started with our main agenda for the day. So I'm hoping that my screen is clear. So if it is not, and I'm going too fast, please feel free to unmute your microphone and let me know if I'm going too fast, if you want me to repeat anything or two, but I will be taking my time to really pause and see the kind of questions that are being thrown my way in the comment section. As I mentioned, I really want to make this presentation of mine today as interactive as possible. So for our agenda of the day, I will be introducing you to online advertising, how you'll be able to get set up with Google Ads, and how you shall be able to set up a smart campaign. So by the end of this campaign, you will be able to understand what Google Ads is and how it helps connect customers with their business online. You should be able to set advertising goals. You should be able to set up your own smart campaign and understand how to track and measure your campaign performance. So that is just our agenda for today. For an introduction, I really just want to paint a clear picture of how the digital space has really changed over time. And now with mobile devices and people having Wi-Fi and internet everywhere, it has really changed the way consumers connect with brands and shop online. We have statistics here that show that as of December 2019, we had 525 million internet users recorded in Africa. So if you're looking to target to Africa, like, you know that more and people are actively engaging online. Definitely not all 525 will be your audience, but at least, you know, even if it's 10% of this, that is still such a large audience that you need to be targeting. We can also see that 74% of website traffic was generated by smartphones. and only 24% was generated via devices. So we can see that more people are using different metrics, different techniques to really gain website traffic. And I'm sure you're wondering, so me, I don't have a website, so what exactly am I doing here? Not to worry, this session is for everybody, those who have a website, those who do not have a website, and I shall be also sharing with you a few tricks and tips that you can use to get started, what you can do to really solidify your online presence. And we can see that out of those users, we have over 208 million people who search for businesses, products, and services online. If you have a business, I would also want to know maybe how you currently connect with your customers online. Maybe if you are yet to you start a business, I'm sure you have this in the back of your mind. You're thinking about ways how you're going to connect with your business, with your customers online. Have you thought about maybe using social media? Maybe do you want to target them via email campaigns? Maybe your method of choice might be going for door-to-door and word-of-mouth kind of approach. So feel free to engage with me in the chat, as I had mentioned. Just share some of the ways that you're using to connect with your customers online, and I shall be able to share with you the journey that customers usually take before they make a decision to buy a product or a service, so that you can really get a clear picture of what goes on in the mind of a customer. So as I had mentioned, the consumer journey is actually very, very complex. And even you yourself, by the time you decide to get your phone and buy a product or a service, there are a lot of factors that come in play. So I want to paint a clear picture or a rough idea of what goes on into the mind of a consumer once they have been faced by a challenge and before they've been able to find a solution to their products. So as I had mentioned, the consumer is connected to the internet, so it's very easy to get information via the internet. And you see, there are so many reasons why people go online. So, and they use very many different devices, such as the phones, tablets, laptops, and the consumers. So imagine you as a consumer, you have turned on your laptop, you have turned on your phone, and the screen is not working. And this is probably a source of livelihood, so you need it to be fixed immediately. You're not about to play with it. So of course, if you are kind of tech savvy, or even if for most people, when you switch it on, you think, this is just something that I can easily fix. So what's the next thing you do is, maybe if it's your laptop that has a problem, you take your phone, open Google search, and start searching how to fix my laptop. If it's your phone that has a problem, you'd probably take someone else's phone and search how to fix my phone. Why is my laptop screen black? Why can I not touch my phone? These are the kind of things that you will type into their search console. So if I, as a business owner, and I own maybe a store repair, and I repair laptops and I repair phones, it would be a great advantage for me if when somebody searches for this thing, if I appear in their Google search page, right? So once I appear and I have maybe a website that people are able to easily click in and see how they'll be able to repair their device, once I've searched for this, they click in and they find your website. So in your website, you have written a lot of articles about how to fix your phone, why your phone screen might be black. So you have clicked in, you who has the broken laptop, has the broken phone, and you're starting to go to read through the article. And then you realize, okay, some of these technical terms, I don't know exactly what this technical term is. So you think, okay, maybe let me go to YouTube. Maybe there's a tutorial that I can easily follow instead of reading this article and not being able to understand some of these terms that you are using. So you go to Google, again, you're going to search how to fix my screen. Why is my laptop screen black? So once you have started to go through this tutorial that is available on YouTube, you realize, okay, I actually don't have some of the tools that are required to fix this. So you know that, okay, now I'm not able to rely on myself and I need to be able to get somebody to fix this phone for me. So we are going to go back to the search. You're going to go back to look for a local repair service. And once you have looked for a local repair service, you're going to, if somebody has listed themselves on Google My Business, they have an active website, you've listed your shop, and people are able to find you online, they will click on the phone number that is associated with it, give you a call, book an appointment, and hours later, you have been able to fix your laptop. So we can see that the user journey, it's not as simple as, it's not linear, it's actually quite complex. So one thing I have mentioned is the first thing I do is going to go to Google search and search for websites and articles that I can read so that I'm able to fix my phone. So you as maybe a repair shop, you need to go a step further and not only just have your contacts there, but also have articles that can really guide people on how to fix their laptops. What this does is that you are establishing yourself as an expert, and people will gain more and more confidence with you, such that when they fail to be able to fix the laptop themselves, they are going to reach to you. You've seen that the next thing they went to is YouTube. So do you have a YouTube presence online such that you have given tutorials of how people can be able to fix their laptop, they can fix their phone? So again, as I mentioned, what you're doing is really establishing yourself as an expert, and people will more likely trust you because they have seen the work that you are doing. They have seen some of your before and after work. So they can easily reach out to you if they're not able to fix their phone themselves. And then lastly, again, once they go back, maybe do you have a local repair shop? You have listed where exactly you're located, when exactly you are open, maybe how can somebody easily contact you. So all these are things that I'm going to really touch on to ensure that you really make yourself visible when people have the dilemmas. So I also want to just continue explaining how appearing on search is beneficial for business. So one common thing that you have noticed with the consumer journey is search. They always go to online to search. They search on Google, they search on YouTube, they can even go to search on Facebook. They can use different platforms to search. So that is exactly where the customer journey search. And what you see, Google search provides an opportunity for customers to meet and to get exactly what they are actively looking for. So you as a business owner, you need to be able to have an online presence, whether it is a website, whether it is a GMB profile, whether it is a YouTube active page, so that people, when they search for you, they're able to really get exactly what they need to do. As I go on, I'm just going to be continuing to explain why it is beneficial for you to have your online presence. And you can see with I'm sure that managing your business is already a full-time job. You know, it is a lot of work. By the time you are working with suppliers, you're having with somebody who would not deliver the way you wanted them to deliver, it's already a full-time job, as you can see. But you see, advertising on Google does not have to be a full-time job. So Google Ads presents an effective solution that is easy to manage so that you can get back to focusing on the daily running of your business. You see, search is a really strong indicator of intent. By the time somebody is searching for something in the search console, they are easier to convert into customers, into paying customers, into loyal customers. So even if you want to visit our website, whatever you want to do, whatever platform that you can have, website, GMB, anything, YouTube, you need to be able to really have this presence online. And I will be able to take you through how we're going to be able to run this ads campaign so that we can get more traction. So here we just have an example of a company based in South Africa. So Shepherd Jeans is it really gained a lot of traction after Meghan Markle had purchased an item. And once it gained attraction, more and more people were able to now start searching who exactly is Shepherd Jeans. Why did Meghan Markle, the Duchess, decide to really go and shop for this particular jeans from a brand in South Africa? So what this translated to was having more and more searches about Shepherd Jeans. Now, what Shepherd Jeans was able to do is to ensure that anytime somebody searches, they are able to find answers from their website, from their YouTube, whatever platform they are using, so that they are able to turn these searches into paying customers. And as I mentioned, search is really a strong indicator of intent. So Shepherd Jeans also took advantage of advertising on Google Ads so that they can be able to stay relevant. So we can see what is highlighted is an ad where, and this is what you're going to be able to show you how to set up. The ad usually appears above the organic results, those who are not paying for space in the search engine results page, and it also appears at times below the search organic results. And this is what exactly I'm going to be able to show you. So before I go further, I just want to go back to the comment section just to see if I'm really going fast or my pace is okay. If my pace is okay, you can give me a thumbs up. I can see Princess as sharing that she uses social media, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp to market their business. Thank you. Continue engaging with me. As I mentioned, I really want to make this session as interactive as possible so that we can be able to make the most out of it. Briefly, we also have some of the advantages of advertising online. Online advertising is ideal for both large businesses and small businesses. I don't think there is a business that is too small to advertise on Google. If you have a product that people can benefit from, if you are actually solving any solution that your clients have, this is a business that is actually viable for Google Ads. So setting up an advertising campaign is really easy and is very effective, as I'm going to be able to show you. And then you are the one who is going to control your budget for as little as is it around $2, $1.5, you're able to start running advertisements. You don't have to really break your bank so that you can enhance your strategy, your marketing strategy. You don't have to go for a sales pitch. You don't have to go to television and ask for space where you're really going to spend a lot of money so that you can be able to appear on people's page. So with advertising on Google, you can easily pause, you can easily edit at any time. You'll be able to find out what exactly is working, what exactly is not working. Analytics also provides us way to identify different market trends and really get to understand the kind of consumers that you are interacting with. So as we proceed with our session today, I hope we do not have any question. If you do, again, feel free to continue interacting with me and I'll be able to answer all of them. So how exactly does Google Ads work? I'll briefly go through this. As I'd mentioned, it starts with a question or a desire of a consumer. So people start searching online by typing into a search query into Google. They can be using YouTube. And then how Google algorithm works is that it creates a search engine results page presenting websites and other resources that can help searchers find answer. So when you are running ad, just know that you are bidding for space to appear in the Google search engine results page. So the higher your bid, the more visible your ad is going to appear. The lower your bid, the lesser your ad is going to appear. And I also want to mention, even us as I'll take it back to you, anytime you search for something on Google, rarely do you go to the next page. You more often than not would pick a solution, a website, a link on the first page of the Google search engine results. So even you as a business owner, you need to figure out how exactly am I going to appear on the first page, because people rarely go to page number 2 page number 3. So those businesses do not gain as much traffic, do not get as much conversion. So you need to be able to bid, and once you get a better understanding of how Google Ads work, you shall be able to really play around with the bids, with the auction, and ensure that you really appear exactly where you need to appear. So this is just an illustration of how ads are going to appear on Google search. And so you can see at the top, you may see images with associated product information. So these are what we call shopping ads. So next is what we see is a text ad. They appear above the organic results, and they also appear below the organic results. So advertisers do not pay to show ads on the results page. You appearing on the results page, you have not spent money, yes. It's only when people click on your ad, that is when you're going to have spent money. That's why it's usually referred to as, pay per click. So just by appearing on this, on Google results, you have not spent money yet. And that is a great advantage over Google, where you only pay for results. So we can see that also ads can appear on Google search, they can appear on other sites, including Gmail, they can appear on other websites. So we have different areas where ads can appear. And as I've mentioned, the main feature for Google Ads, you only pay for the results once somebody clicks and goes to your website. So you're not paying for just appearing on the site, which is great. You only pay for the results. And then there is no startup fee, There is no setting up a Google Ads account is actually free, and you only pay, as I've mentioned, for the results. And then there is no cancellation fee. If you feel like your ads are not running the way you wanted to, nobody's going to penalize you once you put a pause on these ads. And there's no contract that you have to sign for you to be able to run these ads. So allow me to pause for questions and see which questions are being asked. Does Google Ads algorithm influence digital marketplaces such as Upwork? Upwork is Upwork is actually different, because Upwork people go to look for businesses. People are not really advertising themselves and paying. Google Ads is more of a bidding, where you're actually paying for something. But for Upwork, you don't usually pay to appear. So now it's just your efforts alone, how best you're going to optimize your profile. So no, Google Ads does not influence marketplaces such as Upwork. I'm not sure if you're able to run advertisement on Upwork, if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure about that, but I don't think you are able to run ads on Upwork, so it does not influence such marketplaces. I'm hoping that I've been able to answer your question. If it's not clear enough, please let me know, and I'll see if I'm able to elaborate further, and I will do so. So if you do not have any further questions, thank you so much for that. If you do not have any further questions, I would want to continue with the presentation that I had set up for today. So preparing to set up for Google Ads. The first thing you need to keep at the back of your mind is, what exactly are your business goals? So are you looking to gain more traffic? Are you looking to gain more leads? Do you want to gain more calls? So we all have different goals, and you need to ask yourself exactly, why are you doing this? Why are you promoting your online presence? What outcome exactly? What are the results that you want from this campaign? So at this in mind, you should be able to tell if the campaign that you have run, if the ads that you have run have been a success or not. So without a goal, it would actually be kind of pointless. So you need to want to be able to keep this at the back of your mind. So a good goal should be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time sensitive. So we usually call them the SMART goals. So is the goal specific and detailed? Maybe your goal, if you have maybe a laptop shop, maybe your goal would be you want to sell laptops. So your goal cannot be, I want to sell more laptops. You need to, how more is more, how much is more. Your goal needs to be specific and detailed. So maybe you want to sell 100 laptops. So that is more of kind of a specific approach where you are. you are thinking about setting up a campaign. So it needs to be measurable. So how will you know that you have accomplished it? So what you need to do is also connect your Google Ads account to tools like Google Analytics so that you're able to collect this sort of data. And not to worry, I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to use this analytics to gain more information about your business. And then, is your goal attainable? You can't set a goal like you want to sell 1 million laptops in a period of 1 month. So if you have been in business for 2 years and you've not sold 50 laptops, now you will not miraculously sell 1 million laptops in a period of 1 month. So you need to be able to be a little more realistic with your goals so that they are a little more attainable. So this time, if I set a goal of 100 and I hit that 100, next time I'm not going to set 100. I'm going to be setting a higher goal and figure out which ways and means I'm going to be able to reach my goal. So your goal should also be relevant to your business. Is it enabling your business to grow? Does it drive the business results to want? And it also needs to be in a time frame. So as I mentioned, do you want to sell this 100 laptops in a month? Do you want to sell them in a year? So it needs to be more of time-bound kind of approach. So what exactly are smart campaigns? So smart campaigns, I will be able to practically show you how we'll be able to search smart campaigns. So smart campaigns are specifically designed for small businesses that want to promote their product or services online, and you'll be able to choose goals such as getting more calls, more action to your website, shop visits. And then the best part about setting up small campaigns is that it does not require a lot of work. Most of it is automated. So at this point, I want to stop sharing my screen. And I want to be able to go now, show you practically how we shall be able to set up this ad campaign. So let me reshare my screen again. There we go. So when you go to ads.google.com, you'll be able to get started on this. If you do not have an account, it's not hard to set one out. So all you need to go is to go to ads.google.com to be able to now set up this campaign. I shall be able to share with you how we're going to go about it. So once you get here, once you just sign in, this is the first step actually. This is where you're going to start it. Once you now put in your account and you're logged in, you'll be able to get to this page where they'll be able to ask you what your main advertising goal is. So do you want to get more calls? Do you want to get more website visits or signups? Do you want more people to visit your physical location if you have a physical location? Maybe brand awareness with videos. So depending on what exactly your goal is, you can choose from there. For our example, I'm going to use the goal to get more website sales or signups. Not to worry if you do not have a website, I'll be able to show you how we can easily set up a profile on Google My Business. And what Google My Business does, it can also generate for you such a kind of a mini website that you can use instead of now going to look for a developer and coughing up money to be able to get set up on this. So what exactly is your main advertising goal? As I mentioned, I want to get website sales or signups. So we're going to go to next. So set up your campaign quickly by linking accounts. Do you have a website? Yes, no. Do you have a GMB profile? So depending on what you want. So for this section, since I'm going to show you how you're going to set up a GMB profile for your business, I've selected this one. So I'm going to use the Google My Business account. And my Google Business account, the example I'm using, it's called Vivify Incubation International. So whatever GMB account you set up, you'll be able to easily link it here, and you're going to use this information. So next. So website, do you have a website, or are we going to now just use the GMB profile? So this one will depend if you have a GMB profile or if you have a website. For our case, let us assume that we do have a website I've already, all you do is copy and paste the link to your website here, as I have done. If you don't, you can use your business profile. That is the GMB profile. If I click here, you're going to see. It will show you a preview. It automatically generates the kind of information that you have put in your GMB profile. So you can either choose, if you have a website, if you have a GMB profile, and not to worry again, if you don't have a website and you don't have a GMB profile, I'm also going to take my time to really show you how you can be able to get started and have your website. So for our case, let us assume that we do have a website and we have included the link to our website. We're going to go to next. So it scans your website and automatically generates information. So it shows you where people are going to come after they click to your ad. So in the mobile, if they're using a mobile, this is exactly what people are going to see. If they're using a website, a desktop, this is exactly what people are going to see. So that is just a preview of what exactly people are going to see once they have been able to link into your website. So we're going to go to next. If I'm going too fast, please let me know and I will be able to really slow down so that we can make the most out of our session today. And then now it's time to write our ad again. What smart campaigns, smart ads do is they have really automated the process. All this headline 1, headline 2, headline 3, description, it is automatically generated from the kind of content that you have in your GMB profile, the kind of information that you have in your website. So I have not put in any of this information. So we have the headline 1, and then you can easily play around and see which, it also suggests other forms of headline that you can use. For you can see we can use empowering lives if you wanted to. Headline 2, we can easily choose a great place to volunteer. Then for headline 3, I usually advise people to have more of a call to action, one that can really easily get clicks. One thing for sure, people love free things. So when you see something that is free, book an appointment now for free, they'll be like, okay, there's nothing much I'm going to use. So always have a call to action in your headline 3 that will be able to really make people easily click onto your ad instead of going to others, which is, for example, book an appointment for free. So we also have a description here. So a brief description about that you can put here. We also have description too. And I've said all this is easily generated from the kind of content that you have on your website, the kind of content that you have in your GMB profile. What we have here is now a preview of what people are going to see before, once they search. This is how your ad is going to appear. Also want to include your contact information. So maybe you always want to have a call button. More often than not, people want to be easily be able to people want to be able to easily click so that they can be able to talk with you as soon as possible. So depending on where you are, you can easily change this. If you are in Japan, if you are in Ghana, if you are in Nigeria, you can easily change that. Easily add your phone number. Let me put a random phone number. So that's just a random phone number. And then do you want to show location in your ad, depending on if you are an online shop or if you have a physical shop. If you have a physical shop, you also want to show your location in your ad. If you do not have a physical shop and you are more of an online kind of operation, you don't have to show the location in your ad. Especially after COVID, more and more people are working from home and you don't want to show people the location of your residence. So you might not, you don't have to include that one. So we also have keywords. Keywords are the kind of things that people are going to search when they're looking for you. For in our example, we had put how to fix my laptop screen. So fix laptop screen are example of keywords. We have the long tail keywords, we have the short tail keywords. So what it does again is automatically it generates some of the keywords that people will use to search your website. And then you can easily add a keyword. You can easily remove a keyword that you don't think will better represent you, what you want then. So you can people are looking for co-working spaces, if they're looking whatever keyword that you want to add, you can add as many keywords, but as long as they are relevant. These keywords are what are going to make your advertisement relevant. Before I proceed further, I can see that Nancy has her hand up. Please, I'm going too fast. Sorry about that.
Okay, thank you.
Let me slow down. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that, Nancy. So would you want me to really go back through the previous slides, or can I continue?
Yes, the previous slide. The previous slide.
Do I go back again so we can start? Where exactly would you want me to go back? I can, let me just go back.
The next slide.
From the beginning.
I'm okay with here. I think I missed where you have, now it's time to write your ad.
Now it's time to write your ad. Okay, sawa. Thank you for that. So here is where I've shown you where you're going to use information from your Google My Business account, where you're going to put a link of your website if you have a website, or if you don't have a website, you can easily incorporate your GMB profile. This is just a preview of what your customers are going to see once they have clicked on your website. In my page, because you don't have to do much of the work. Much of the work is already auto-generated from the kind of information that you have put in your GMB profile in your website. So this headline 1, headline 2, headline 3, by the time you're coming here, it will already have auto-generated this. You can easily change them if you are not comfortable with what appears. And if you are comfortable with what has been shown, you can leave them. And it also gives you different options of what exactly your headline 1 would be. So for our case here, I thought empowering was live would be a strong headline. And I put it as our headline 1. We also have our headline 2, so it will be a great place to volunteer. So that is our headline 2 that I have put there. And then for our headline 3, I usually advise people to have a call to action, make people take an action. So for this year, for our section, our call to action is now to book for an appointment. And I always say that for headline 3, your call to action should be something that is enticing, that will make you, that will make the customers pick your advertisement rather than the other advertisements that are appearing on that page. And as I mentioned, people like free things. So if somebody does free things, it's like they are immediately drawn to what is free, what exactly is free. So you want to capture the attention of your customers using phrases that would really entice them. So for our case, we decided to go with booking an appointment for free. So we also have the description one. Again, these ones are all automatically generated. So you can see, they give you a variety of descriptions that you can play with dependent on what you have fed in your GMB profile, what you have fed in your website. So you can easily pick description that is more, that you feel like you're more inclined to. Have 2 descriptions, you can easily go through that, change it. So we can see that we are committed to changing the word. This one is too long. It has a character limit. So this is how the ad is going to appear. You can see if it's okay. If it's not okay, you can come back, play around with the headline 1, headline 2, such that even if you are putting yourself in the shoe of your consumer, you'll be able to click on that ad. So I always advise people to add a call button. People, if they are searching for you and they have a problem that they want to be solved now, they should be able to easily reach out to you. So always include your call button in your ad. And when you are running advertisement, make sure it's a phone that you are walking around with, not one that you leave in the house and come back 5 hours later and find that you have 10 missed calls. All these people, all these 10 missed calls, they are all lost clients because they will probably go to another business, search for another ad, click, make a call, and whoever picks up is the one that is going to benefit from the client. So when you're running advertisements, make sure you always have your phone on you. So you always put this show a call button to your ad, show your location in your ad. If you have a physical location, you want to show your location. If you are an online shop, maybe you are operating from home, you don't have to put your location. So again, it automatically picks the information that you put in your website. So for our case, we had input that our location is Langata Road, Kenya. So if we had a physical location and we want people to be able to come to our location, we include that as well. And again, we can see now, once we have included the show location in your ad, which will easily be able to give people directions to your ad. So that is just how you have written your ad and you're okay with it. Now we need to go on to the next step. So here we are going to look for keywords. So keywords, again, these are what people are going to search for when they are looking for your particular product or your particular service. Again, what Smart Campaign does, it automatically suggests keyword themes that might be in the same area that in your line of business, if I may say so. So you can add as many keywords as you possibly can, but they all need to be relevant. For example, if you are selling red dresses and you are out of long red dresses, so you need to be able to not include such. You can even add negative keywords such that when somebody searches for long red dresses and you only have short red dresses, you do not because people will click on it, they see you only have maybe short and they're looking for long and you've already lost money. So you need to make your keywords as relevant as possible. So go through the kind of keywords that have been suggested, see what works and what does not work for you. So you can add them. If you're not comfortable with one, you can easily remove them. So add as many keywords that are relevant to your business. So these are all such terms that people in your line of business, in the service, in the products you're offering would have. So they are automatically generated, as I had mentioned. So once you have added these relevant keywords, what you're going to do is now go on to the next step. So where exactly are you going to target? Do you just want to target people who are within your location? So you advertise near your address. So do you want to target people in Nairobi, in Nakuru? Maybe you want to target people in Nigeria. So you need to be able to be as specific as possible. And even in Nigeria, even in Ghana, you're able to add the specific location of where you feel like you'd get the most clients from. So you can easily add the specific places, the specific cities, the specific regions that you want to target. If you're not comfortable with one, you can easily remove one, add the location, exact location of the people you want to target. And it's always best if maybe as a small business owner, I'm based in Kenya. It's not advisable for me to target Kenya. What you need to do is to start within your county, your city. So for myself, I'm based in Nairobi. As a small business owner, I would start to target people in Nairobi, see how it performs in Nairobi before I'm able to see how I can move on to another city and another city and another city. Again, I always say with ad, it's more of a learning. So what works this time, if I see this actually works, you're spending money, it's not free. Start small and be able to grow your budget, be able to grow the location that you are targeting. So once you have put the exact location that you want to target, we can continue on to the next step. And then you need now to put a budget. So you can easily put the budget that you want. So on a daily average, how much do you want to spend? Maybe you want to spend $1 per day. $1.3 a day. It also shows you the amount of ad clicks that you get per day. So the higher you spend in a day, the more your ad will appear when people search for your product or service. Again, I always encourage people, when it's the first time starting your ad, kindly start small. See if that campaign is bringing you conversions before you are able to add more and more people. You're able to increase your budget. So you can even put a budget of $2.5 in a day. You get an average clicks of 0 to 10 clicks per day. You want to see, okay, I'm getting 10 clicks per day. Have I been able to at least convert even that one click into a customer? once you've been able, if you see that, okay, out of these 10 clicks, I was not able to convert even one person, then you need to go back and see, am I targeting the right location? Am I using the right keywords, so that you can play around and see what is working and what's not working. If out of these 10 clicks per day, you're getting 8 people who have called you and they want your product or service. So you also want to increase your ads so that duration. Do you want to run
Hello, Leah. I think your mic is muted.
I was saying sorry about that. I seem to be having a small problem with my internet connection and it briefly logged me out, but I've been able to log back in soon after. But I'm seeing that I'm not able to share my screen. So I don't know, is Princess? Hello, Princess.
Hello, Leah.
Hi. I don't know what has happened. I can see that I'm not able to share my screen right now.
Kindly hold on. We are working on it.
Oh, sawa. So it's not actually on my end. That's okay. So okay, thank you. I feel like it has now been addressed. Sorry about that. So allow me to go back to the presentation that I had, and we'll just pick up from where we had left. Sorry about that. Now we are back, and we had just selected the time that we were running the ad. And as I mentioned, I really advise you to, if you're a first time running an ad campaign, always go for the option of running it for a shorter period of time. So once you've been able to select the period of time that you want your campaign to add, you just get to review how your campaign and ensure that everything is right. So we have the campaign name, the goal, your website, your business name, the ad text. So this is just everything that we have been doing, the duration, the budget. You want to ensure this is exactly what you want before you go on to the next step. If you've come to this point and then maybe you have a change of mind of the kind of the ad text, how it looks, maybe you've changed your mind about giving people direction to your place, so you can easily go back and now do the necessary amendments. So here is just a preview of exactly what you have been doing. Then now we have actually now been able to set up the ad campaign. So this is actually the last step where you confirm the payment. So if you include your ad account, the payment method, I'm not going to include the payment method, the card details right now. So this is actually the last step where you just confirm the payment, the GIT zone, the postal code, the account type. So once you've included your card number, your billing address, your payment, once you submit this, your ads now will be able to start running. And that's just it. Now you have been able to set up your ad campaign. So I want to just take a few minutes to pause so that you can be able to ask me any question. Maybe you want me to repeat anything that was not clear before we move on to the next stage of our session. So I'm hoping that we can now be able to easily set up a smart campaign. And if we do not have any question, I'd want us to now go back to our presentation for today, if that's okay with you. Thank you. I can see the chat. Let me just go through the chat. Thanks for the overview. Okay. So if that's okay, allow me to now go back to, to our presentation, the presentation that we had for today. And I've been able to just show you how you can get your business and really get up and be able to set up the smart campaign. So this next slide is just a demo of exactly what you have been able to do, where you put in your business goal. Once you put in your business goal, you should be able to add your business name, to add your business website. So all this I've already been able to show you, unless we have any question on that. What I want to show you next is how to, maybe you don't have a website, maybe you don't have a GMB profile. I want to be able to show you how you can easily get set up on Google My Business and show you how exactly it will look like, so that you can now start running your ads on the Google My Business. So for Google My Business, so Google My Business is it's actually been changed to, that's the Google Business Profile right now. It is great for local search engine. As I mentioned, it is some sort of a mini website, and it operates the same way our website operates. So if you do not have enough money to be able to be created for our website, you can easily get your GMB profile. So once you go to business.google.com, that's where you'll be able to now set up a GMB profile, which is an online profile for your business. So as I mentioned, you just go to business.google.com, and this is what you'll be able to get. So you can't find your business. Now we are going to add your business to Google. So what is your business name? Maybe let us put my business name as Leah Organics. Then maybe my business category is beauty and skincare. Beauty supply store, let's say just a beauty supply store. Then you put next. One thing you need to be really pay attention to when you're setting up your business profile is your name, the category, and the location. These are the only three things that you are not supposed to touch once you have set up your Google business profile. If you change any of them, Google will suspend your account. So by the time you're setting up your Google business profile, ensure that your business name, your business category is the accurate one. So you can easily go on to the next step. So do you want to add a location, people? Do you have a physical shop, or are you an online shop? So if you do have a physical shop, you can put yes. If you do not have and you are more of an online kind of business, you can put no. So for our case, let's say that we do have a physical business. Yes. So what is the address? So maybe I'm based in Kenya. I'm based in Westlands Road, Machakos. So you need to put the exact location of your business. And I'd mentioned, remember when you are running the ads, it was picking some of this information from whatever information you had set up. So you need to be as precise and as keen as possible when you're putting this. So let's say that is just our address that I put there. And then what this does is it now gives you a location where you want to pin the exact area of your business, such that when people are searching for your business and they want to use Google Maps, you have given them the right information. So once you play around with that and you've been able to select the exact area of your business, you can go in depth as possible so that you're able to pin exactly where your business is. So let's say that is, maybe I have scrolled in and I've been able to really put in that as our business location. So we go on to the next one. So do you provide deliveries or home or office visit tours? Now, this one is all dependent on you. So let's say for our case, maybe I do provide deliveries and office tours. I'd say yes. Then we'll definitely ask you, where exactly do you serve? I'm sure if you're providing home or this delivery, you are not able to do delivery to, maybe you are starting small and you're not able to do delivery to places outside Kenya. Maybe you've just decided that maybe if, for example, if I'm based in Nairobi, maybe I want to do deliveries in Nairobi alone. We also have counties like maybe Kisumu and Nakuru for our, this is an example of business of areas in that we have in Kenya. So if I want to do deliveries to Nakuru County, Kenya, you can easily add that. If you also do other service areas such as Kitale, Kenya, so these are the areas you serve. This is optional, but it is always, if you do actually serve other areas, you also want to include them as service areas. So you want to add contact information. So add your phone number according to your country. For my example is I'm using Kenya, add a random phone number. Do you have a website? So if you do have a website, you can easily put in your website URL. But for our case, maybe we do not have a website. So we are going to go to the next step. So via call or via text or via email. My business. It is. So once this are on the same page, you can easily make edits. So this is the GMB profile that we have created is Leah Organic, so it's not verified. So that is why we have this here. But for example, for Vivify Incubation International, this one is already verified. And we can see that you can easily create a post, you can really add photos, you can really easily change the information that you have about your GMB profile. So you can, as I mentioned, you're not supposed to charge the name of your business category, and the location. All these others you can easily change, your operating hours, your service areas, your number, so you can easily change this. And what GMB does, it will generate kind of a mini website, and you will have a landing page that you can easily choose to reach your customers and your clients online. So those are just a few of the things that I really wanted to touch on today. I want to throw it back to you, see if you have any questions, if you have anything that is not clear that you'd want me to go through again. As I mentioned, I really want my sessions to be as interactive as possible. So for the next maybe 10 minutes, I just want to be able to answer any question that you might have. It does not have to be a question that is related to maybe Google Ads or having a GMB profile. It can be anything related to digital marketing, and I shall be able to. If you do have any question. So we have somebody who has raised their hand. Hi, Joy.
Hello, Leah. Thanks so much for sharing those insights.
Thank you.
So I don't know if you've studied maybe the algorithms around how the ad works.
Yes.
Because I'm just wanting to know what's the probability that if, let's say I'm a wellness center and someone, maybe my keyword is health, wellness, or, retreat center, spa, what's the possibility that when someone searches that in, let's say, the location that I have chosen, that
Yes.
my company is going to come up?
Yes.
Because the only thing I'm seeing relating to the algorithms is how much money I spend. And I don't think that should be the only determining factor as to why my business should come up.
True. That is not only the determining factor. One, we usually have the organic search and the paid search. So for the organic search, what determines how your website or your location will appear is your efforts in search engine optimization. So search engine optimization are the efforts that you make in your website to input the right keywords in your website. Another factor that plays is the bounce rate of your website. So if I, as a customer, searched for maybe how to fix my phone, and I click onto your website and I've not gotten exactly what I needed and I exit immediately, this will decrease your ranking as a business owner. So what you need to do is to ensure that you have the relevant content that this customer is looking for when they are looking for a product or a service in your website. So make sure by the time they are clicking in, they don't log off immediately. They at least read through, get a few answers of the questions that they are getting. So that's more of the search engine optimization, which you are targeting people using the organic search. So we also have the paid search. Now ask which, when it comes to running advertisements, a lot of factors come to play about how relevant and how high your ad is going to appear. One, we have again your bidding. Two, we have your ad relevancy, as I mentioned. If I, as a customer, again, click and log off without taking much action, it probably means that you do not have the right information and Google will decrease your ranking on it. So we have a lot of things that usually come to play when it comes to increasing the relevancy of how your advertisement is going to pay. So having the right keywords again, and then having the right kind of content. So does the image, maybe if you're running, you have an image and maybe you have a headline and you have the content, is it relatable to what people are searching? So the more relevant your ad is, the higher the chances are that it will be ranked higher. If it is not using the relevant keywords, the relevant text, the relevant heading, you will not be able to rank as great as you'd want to use. So keywords, the kind of content that you have, even on your landing page, all come into play when it comes to how high your ad or your website is going to rank.
Okay, thank you, Leah. I think that's really amazing inputs there. So the reason I'm also asking this is, especially for me, the bounce rate was really key for me.
Yes.
So I manage different clients. I manage their portfolio in terms of some of their ads as well.
Okay.
And I'm looking at a client that is, let's say, a non-profit, who necessarily we are not purchasing anything from the website. They're looking for sponsors, they're looking for partnerships. So usually people go there to find information and get to know more about this organization. So I can perceive that the bounce rate for this particular website would be high because they look at and not necessarily wanting to partner. So my thoughts around it is, if we have a social media platform where we are trying to get people to go onto, direct people to the website to partner, we need to be very clear, maybe some other actions they could take rather than just reading from the website, maybe subscribe to a newsletter or something of that sort. Yeah.
True.
Okay.
Yeah, just to add on that, the website, once they go to that particular website, it needs to have a clear call to action. So what exactly is the next steps after they have gone to your website, so that it can also decrease the bounce rate of that particular page.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much.
Welcome. Do we have any other question? So I can see that we do not have any other question. I am hoping that you have really been able to learn a thing or two that will be able to help you manage your business better. And if you're actually thinking about starting a business, so it's not really rocket science. You can start small. You can start by having a small mini website. You can you don't have to start by coughing up a lot of money so that you can get started. So as we end, I would just want to again share my personal profile bio and just ways that you can easily reach me via my contact number, via my email address. And I've also shared some of the strengths and the skills that I have with you. So if you want to get a consultation, maybe if you want to connect further, you can easily connect me through my email, my Instagram page, my LinkedIn page, which is Leah Ochollah, and we should be able to really enable you to get your business to the next level. So if that is okay, if we do not have any further question, I'd want to now bring our session for today to the end. I really had a great time really presenting with you, and I'm sure that we'll be able to further collaborate in other areas, in other aspects. I have left my contacts. If you need any information, if you need consultation in any area of digital marketing, please feel free to reach me. So if that's okay, I would want to end this session now and wish you a lovely day, and let us continue connecting in other social media platforms. And thank you so much for taking your time to really engage with me and attend my session today. God bless you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.